Grijă de ele, da?
Eu. Da, mie și așa. Hai.
Doamna, nu mai veni. Doi din cine. Știu eu unde e, l-am pus eu deoparte.
Asta este o regiune.
Am început pe...
Stați deoparte.
Mai colorat.
La condiție stați un pic pe bancă.
Nu, nu, acolo la soare, la soare. Nu, stați în picioare la soare acolo.
Legea ceva de săpune în ele. Deci ia cu ele. Opta.
Stai să-mi iau tricou.
Ia tricou. Ia pantalonii
Suntem
aia la
obligați să le purtăm pe alea.
Ce?
Trebuie să le purtăm pe alea.
Bineînțeles.
Când?
Astăzi și mâine.
Adică trebuie să le luăm acum pe mâine.
Da, mă, bineînțeles. Pe de-aia vi le dau. Octaviane
Și băscălia trebuie.
și băscălia, da. Păi, îți iei pantalonii aia la alții. Ia perzi.
Păi nu că ți dau ție în rugătoare.
Ha?
Ce ești? Care pantalon?
Ia verzi, care ți-a pus măcar ți-a
Ia
la
verzi?
Da.
Bă, bună idee!
Ia uitați.
Nu știu, nu așa. Da.
Am respectat lista?
Nu mai provoca la clasa.
Cătălin, tu ești. Era el. E ok. Da, i-a dat că mai e un Cătălin și Nu, că am fotografat cu 3
E cel mai mic nu avem.
Era cu dar de la Zâmbătul.
Hai. Brașov.
Pe rând, că ne strigă.
Haideți!
Cheamă pe rând!
Știi de pe listă, mă, să se vede. Stați mai în spate.
Acum!
Da.
Este, mă, băiatule, mă simt important.
Da. Stai să-mi iau.
Dați-vă mai în spate.
Dani!
Dania!
Mi-a zis la rând în spate.
I-a luat
Cum mă știi?
Pabla.
Aici.
Hai, vă rog, care ați luat și
Hai, luați caserolele la noi în geantă, cutia aia de
deci eu trebuie să vă îmbrăcați cu ele, da?
Deasupra la
Ovidiu unde?
Ana, Adina,
Strigă pe Ovidiu să vină mai repede. Fiecare cu cutia lui de aliment. Viena. Ovidiu, Viena?
Gata?
Aici trebuie să găsiți.
hai o videoară.
Hai, Ovidiu, bagă-l prin.
Și trebuie să le purtăm așa.
Da, poți să ți le iei pe raci. Șapca obligatoriu prin 2 țări. Astăzi, nu chiar, dar mâine e mai obligatorie pentru
Să ne
Viena.
recunoaștem.
Ca să ne recunoaștem la Viena.
Ovidiu, du-te acolo la doamnă.
Și vă recomand astăzi că o să fie soare și
Bă, când nu se filmează aici? Mai e două
copii, da.
dar și eu sunt copil.
De 10 ani, mi-a dat
Corina, ce luați?
că până pe ele.
Copa Iulia și Copa Corina. Ia-ți Corina acolo. E cu sonar. Hai, Iulie, ia-ți. Copa Iulia mare. Te luați în monede?
Maria, uite te rog la gol.
Plecăm. Noi am terminat cu rapid. Toate de acolo. Corina, trebuie să luăm cuțiile de animale.
Haideți să las un pet.
Sau nu, voi două, haideți. Unde e colega voastră? Mergi și până la
Sunt pentru 5 ani, pe retur.
Record, dacă nu...
Corp.
Pe toată lumea,
Alina, acum îmi apare.
toată lumea. Dar nu e
E ordine de ducere. Dacă chiar nu știu dacă.
Da. Eu. Da. Mare, sunt mare. Mergem acum și ne și schimbăm, da? Alina Roxan. O să ne schimbăm Alina Roxan.
Gata, cineva pleacă, da?
Lăsați-le să ne luăm partea și confortabil.
Dar poate nu... Mi pare, nu știm exact.
Andreea!
Da.
Le luați pe voi, da?
Am luat și poate să meargă și da, da, să nu mă fac pentru hai că vin. Da, până la 10 și te rămasă. Iar nu mă duc, hai că să mă duc. Iar mă duc și eu. Thank you very much. Ne dați și voi.
Prea mici, putem mărița, prea mai mici.
Da, se schimbă, doamna profesoară.
Da.
Trebuie să
Uitați cum o faci.
Da, și pe ăla.
De acolo. Fac pala, mă.
Hai, Dane. Bine, mai sunt. Hai.
E din urmă vorbicie din text.
Hai, lasă, știi, nu mai trebuie nici.
Luați-le pe voi, da?
E unul mare să vezi. Ăla mai mic, mai mare.
Georgi? Georgi? Nu mai ai după aia.
Andreea.
Cezare, faceți o listă aia de cumpărături, ce mai vezi la noapte, ce mai vezi după aia. Vedem cum trebuie, nu? Trebuie. Eu știu că trebuie, dar văd că nu faceți nimic. Trebuie rămas în ort, că după aia e sâmbătă, aloi. Da? Deci, dar completă și cu ceva de mâncare, și cu bere, și cu unicum, și cu restul, cu ce...
Să terminăm și...
Care e cel mai mare?
Georgi,
Da!
Pe doamna ai scris-o?
Nu și tot direcții? Da.
Ea e bună. Mai mică.
Știi? Ce merge cu reluare?
Vă luați din astea mici?
Da, ce dracu? Ai dormit cu așa stare.
The chicks get drowned in the nest. Yeah. We go to our outdoor area, yeah, and we can walk around. You can watch the pond turtles and all the other animals. We try to see what is possible, and when we finish there, we make a short visit in the castle in the exhibition of the national park. Yeah, you've been at the boat, and you saw the huge trees, yeah, lying on the gravel bank in the forest, yeah, and you saw what the river is able to do when floods are flowing through the forest. So we will do it afterwards a little more theoretically with you. Yeah?
Are prost!
Hai la mijloc.
Hai, traversează-o acum.
Denisa. Ține-te că mai sunt copii și de aia te vălămă. Haide. Ține-te bine.
Stop, stop. Hai, urcă. Stai pe loc să vă fac o poză.
Da, uite și pe chestiile alea.
Gata?
Hai că ți-am
Ușor că o să vă faceți balans. Filmezi eu.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Dani.
Hai, a plecat și bun.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Puțin așa. Gata. Vă mulțumesc.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Dani.
Pe aici înapoi.
Că you know what to do with that big apple. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Dani, Dani.
Ce doreți să mergeți pe ață?
Pe aici înapoi.
Să mergem pe aici.
Pe ață,
Pe aici înapoi.
Hai și înapoi.
Pe aici.
Da. Hai vedem.
Cine mai e?
Kenai, mă, ce? Sună mișto.
Oh, le ce dans le béton, là, on pique des ultimes.
Bă, bă, bă. Mai da. Bă, pangang asta.
Hai, mă duci pe asta. Oricum e.
Your long arm.
Când ai cu din aia.
Yesterday when I saw you.
Du-te și tu înapoi. Du-te încolo.
Mă duc în parc pe acasă.
Auzi, dar te-ai făcut femeie singur. Ai zis, las femeile prima oară. Zici că trebuia să-l... Bă, ce înalt e să mori acolo acum.
Hai, Denisa, ce faci? Denisa!
Nici am ce succes să mor eu. Hai mă, plăbnai.
Hai, Cosmina, să acum.
Neapărat. Pe o poză să-i dăm o taigă să...
Poți să te întorci? Întoarce-te un pic.
Cosmina, întoarce-te un pic să te... Poftim.
Lasă un pic să treacă. Lasă un pic să treacă ca să nu-și facă balans, că e frică.
Your mother is your teacher?
Ana.
Haideți că ne așteaptă domnii. Hai că vă ducem undeva, fain.
Dad, where are we?
No idea.
This looks almost like in a theatre. Dad, look at all those figures. Yuck! That one's got legs like a goat.
Don't you lot learn anything at school anymore? That That's a fawn.
Wow, here we are in this old castle, and I thought we were along the banks of the Danube.
You're here in the Danube floodplain.
Who's laughing? What sort of character is that? With those goat's legs?
All fawns have goat's legs.
What? You're a fool. They really exist.
Of course. What do you think? If you only knew what goes on here in the castle and close to the Danube. Have you never heard of elves, nymphs, wood-gnomes and ghosts? Watch out. Here goes.
Dear visitors, welcome to Schloss Ort. And welcome to our show. It is inspired by the rock castle theatre. It was a time which still influences the way the banks of the Danube look nowadays. The floodplain stretched all the way into the Prater in the city of Viena.
Those were the days.
When the curtain goes up, you, dear visitors, will become players and audience all in one. Our show is called The Evolution of the Danube Floodplains. The story begins on the horizon, in the middle of the torrent. Come on, get out on stage.
Dad, come with me, onto the stage.
You go ahead. You know something? You play for me, and I'll stay here. I'll be in the audience, just like at the theatre.
Come on, I'll help you.
Every scene in our play has its own stage set, designed by you.
Come on then.
Okay, let's go. You watch, Dad.
The Danube flows silently, powerfully, and evenly. But if you put your head underwater, you can hear the clickety-clack of the pebbles. The water flows slowly on the insides of the river bends, leaving the pebbles there. Gradually, our pebble bank rises out of the water. Waterbirds discover it. Herons stand around, cormorants dry their wings, and ducks waddle on the water's edge.
Wow, Dad! Look! There really is a pebble bank there, in the foreground of the picture of the Danube.
You're right. Go and have a look closer.
Look! On the left and right you could pull something out.
There are some handles. Look.
Pull it out.
Once again, the river has burst its banks. The thick willow bushes comb the sand out of the water, and a real beach develops. Inconspicuously, alders grow tall. Other bushes, such as elder, proliferate. And within a short time, no more than 30 years, the bare pebble bank has turned into a green island, protected by the shadows of tall trees. Willows colonise the fertile sandbanks along the old river arms even faster than they did the meagre pebble banks. The tall silver willow defies repeated flooding, and ever more sand brought by the water lifts the banks higher and higher.
Look! There's a beaver hiding! Wow! He's just dropped a tree.
Go on, pull that picture out.
Oh, those rascals. Stealing the fisherman's catch. That's why one shoots them.
Dad, beavers are vegetarian.
Yes, you're right. You know what you're talking about.
They were shot for their fur.
I'm so glad the beavers are back.
Plant life becomes more and more varied, and flooding hardly ever occurs anymore. The soil turns darker and more mature. The Danube takes a new course. The riverbed deepens, and the floodplains become drier.
Look! On the next picture, there's a deer and there's a fox.
Well, pull it out.
Just pull the picture out.
Slowly, trees begin to arrive, pushing their roots deep into the soil in pursuit of the sinking water table. Ash, oak, lime, wild pear and apple. The woods are in full bloom. Lilies of the valley, woodruffs, and in clearings the bellflower. The air is full of birdsong, tits, finches, nightingales. Wild boar enjoy acorns, and deer stroll through the forest, covering large distances.
Of course, they didn't paint the millions of mosquitoes.
Hunting castles appear at the edge of the floodplains. Broad tree-lined avenues are cut out of the woods like aristocrats hunting and coursing. The gentleman on horseback, accompanied by huntsmen, beaters, dogs, and ahead a carriage with fine foods, fresh bread and wine. Elegant ladies in pretty dresses join them for light refreshments.
Pull the picture out. We stole whole cheeses and fried capons from the fat cooks. And some ladies followed my melodic flute go. Later, riding after the others, slightly dishevelled and with glowing cheeks, back here to the castle. An emerald-coloured beetle in one's hair as a souvenir.
Like this one?
Yes, what? Oh yes, look at all my little friends. Just pull the picture out, especially yours, so that you can recognise something.
Let's have a look around, Dad. Come with me, onto the stage.
Yes, we can do that. There's still a lot to see.
So in fact, they did paint one mosquito over there, but well, the mosquitoes, we really like them to call them always the six-leg rangers, because they are protecting more or less the area, because when there are a lot of mosquitoes, not too many people go to the floodplains. But it is what I told you. We start at the river, we have those water habitats with a lot of different water birds, and then the floodplains go drier and drier, and you see the great variety of different plants and animals. Not only the big ones like the stag or the wild boar, but you see also here the snakes, and you see different insects like this butterfly. Over here, the yellow one, this is the oriole. This is a bird coming from Africa for breeding. Just for 3 or 4 months staying here in Central Europe and then going back again. And this corresponds with the Baroque. It was also.
Wow, look at these walls.
Stand there so that you can see the table. It's the stage now.
Dad, look at that face up there.
Yeah. Oh yes, there.
That's really weird.
It's not too badly done, I think.
What do you mean?
It has a picture of me. Shush, here we go.
Millions of years pass. No one measures time. Gradually, the Earth takes the shape we know today. Enormous cataclysmic forces push the continents against one another, and mountain ranges are folded up against each other. Slowly, Europe is formed, and between the Alps and the Carpathian Mountains, the surface subsides and fills with a tropical sea. This basin silts up because rivers bring incredible quantities of sand and rock from the mountains. One of these rivers is a forebear of the Danube. It flows initially to the west, but then finds a new course to the east, and breaks through where the Alps and Carpathians meet. Again and again, ice ages cover the European continent with thick glaciers. The ice pulverizes the rock, creating rubble, sand, and loess, which in turn are carried by the wind and the rivers in the short warm periods to form today's terraced landscapes. Time and again, the Danube finds its riverbed and expands the floodplains come into being alongside. The Danube's floodwaters advance and retreat, and the northernmost limits of the shoreline will later be called Viena. Gradually, the course of the river moves to the south, until it reaches a high bluff. Up there, protected from the dangers of the river, the first Stone Age people arrive. Later, the Celts settle on these hills, subsisting on the floodplain's rich supplies of game and fish. Archaeological discoveries, including bones of prehistoric cattle, beaver, and terrapin, attest to their wide-ranging memory. Soon enough, the human population grows, the Roman garrisons of Camp and Donau expand to become large cities. The roads advance into the landscape, building roads, ports and pontoon bridges. Lumbering and hunting, the humans threaten to destroy the floodplain's delicate ecosystem.
Oh dear, you can't imagine what a carry-on it was. The Romans didn't last long.
What happened then?
Good times. Every once in a little while, someone passed through.
The migration of the people.
You can call it that.
The peasants of the Middle Ages developed the fertile landscapes on both banks of the Danube. Villages form even in the middle of the floodplains. But people don't last very long there. They are dislodged by high waters and plague epidemics. Today's vegetation gives us clues as to the fields and clearings of those times, and some of the bumps in the landscapes attest to settlements that were there. Great castle complexes such as this one, Ort, Eckartsau or Heimberg, safeguard roads and communications and reinforce the power structures of feudal society.
They built their larder right in front of our noses, and then they wondered why they kept having to refit. Later, the Turks helped themselves from it, and not much was left of the whole castle. But everything around here was reconstructed so much more sumptuously. That's when they put my orchard in here.
Schloss Ort is pillaged and burnt, and then rebuilt several times over. Baroque splendor develops in castles Hof, Meierhof, Eckartsau and Petronell. The Danube's floodplains become the backdrop of aristocratic merrymaking. Star-shaped tree-lined avenues convenient for horse and carriage penetrate deep into the game-rich woods. Large meadows are set up and turned into hunting grounds where deer fall victim to the newly developed rifles. Naturally, the largest areas belong to the emperor, and access was strictly controlled. And conflict with the local commoners and peasants was the result, again and again. The hunting grounds reached all the way into Viena, where Emperor Joseph II opens a part of it as a recreational area for the public. Known to this day as the Plaza. The mighty Danube, however, still not whatever it was, and lays to waste the settlements which were built in the floodplains as suburbs of the metropolis. Technological progress finally gives people the means to subdue the river. The great regulation of the Danube finally puts an end to the chaos of 1,000 years. An enormous dam is erected, protecting the fertile market from the floods. Stone ramparts secure the banks and force the Danube to flow in a fixed riverbed. From now on, the river cannot choose its own course anymore. Arms of the river are cut off from the mainstream and disappear gradually. The countryside along the banks of the river is forever changed by this dramatic project. However, the power of the river is not completely broken. Forests on the riverbanks are cleared, but quickly grow back again. Wherever it can, the Danube tries to form its own banks, even islands and sandbanks reappear here and there. The once powerful and free river can still be sensed, but the Habsburg dynasty is on the way. Crown Prince Rudolf, an enthusiastic naturalist, spends a lot of time in Ort stalking rare birds. Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the throne and a fanatic hunter, renovates the hunting castle of Eckartsau, from where the last emperor, Karl, goes into exile. After the end of the monarchy, access to the Labau remains controlled. Tickets need to be bought by those who want to go for a stroll or a swim. In 1938, Hermann Göring requisitions the area and begins to raise deer in large numbers. Later in the war, when food for people is in short supply, Göring makes sure that the animals come to no harm. Grand schemes scour the landscape, which to this day has not quite recovered. An oil storage depot and port facility is built in the middle of the Labau, and tons of earth are moved for the never-completed Danube-Oder-Elbe canal project. After the war, one begins to take advantage of the massive energy of the river. More and more power stations are built, reaching in 1984 to the Danube below Viena. Giant machines dig a new riverbed next to the old one. A high-road power station is built in the dry, with the surrounding areas protected from flooding by 18-metre-high dams. The city of Heimberg now lies on an old arm of the river, and the landscape is orderly and well looked after.
What? Stop! Back! That got some cripples into here. That could have been something. Alright, here's the real story.
Together with the economic boom, a newfound yearning for nature develops. The occupation of the Stopfenwalder becomes a symbol for the resistance against the total subjugation of nature. Protest prevents the construction of yet another power station and thus lays the foundations of the National Park Donau.
Oh dear, I remember being so angry with those anarchists.
Well, be happy that they prevailed against you, yuckheads.
Hey, don't talk to me like that.
What? Me?
Am I hearing ghosts?
Humans have changed the landscape markedly. Today, we're trying to restore it to its original character. It's not easy. The cities of Viena and Bratislava keep on growing, and the face of the region is constantly changing. Residential and commercial areas emerge. Flight paths and runways come into being, and motorways and roads are built. In the middle of all that lies the narrow band of the Danube floodplains. Their protection as a national park is of vital importance for local animal and plant life. They have been here long before us, and we have a duty to preserve their environment. How much poorer would our lives be without the endless abundance of their species, the richness of their colours, and their many-voiced choir?
Well, you can say that again. Imagine I wasn't around.
1 kilometer to these islands, and there I will show you the islands, these Danube Islands, and then we will go back to the rubber boat tour. It's we are now about 20 kilometers east of Vienna. If we would go with the boat upstream, with a motorboat, we would need about 1 hour to reach Vienna. With a rowing boat, it's not possible. It's the current of the river is too strong. It's flowing too strong. And now you can see the Danube. Do you know the Danube in Romania, or do you live far away from the Danube in Romania? Far away. But you know, some of you know it, yes. Because I've also some friends in Romania, they live in the north, and they say they have to go 1 day to the Danube, it's very far away. Hello, good morning. Morgen.
Du bist fleißig.
Yeah, this couple is very nice. Excellent. Okay, I know the difference of the Danube in Romania and here in Austria is a big one. I spent some weeks in Romania 4 years ago.
This is a beaver's hole. You can see the underwater entrance. And beavers are very common here. This is their natural habitat.
Hai, uitați-vă aici la doamna Poisoară. Oh! Adina!
Uitați-vă la castă.
Uite, dacă te-a de
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, the left side paddles backwards.
Unul e aici un papuci.
profesor. Prea ușoară, mă, pentru profesor. Și ceva la șapă,
Ul fără teacă și cu pietul neferit, Andripova cel vestit, Andripova cel vestit. Voinicie și-a bătut joc de novie și o tradă neîncetat, Andripova a fost bărbat, Andripova a fost bărbat. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. Copăraie trage vin dintr-o mare și din țară peste tot, Unde ferii cât ce pot, unde ferii cât ce pot. Are o pușcă plină cu 3 gloți la rădăcină, Să-i de 4 ani, care mușcă din dușman, care mușcă din dușman. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. Andripova cel voinic, Andripova cel voinic. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova cel voinic. E haiduc și e vestit, Andripova unde s-au dus când au apus anii de sus ai gloriei lor. Unde-s pistoarele, unde-s pumnalele, caii și flintele haiducilor. Cât e de frumoasă, 10 zile de la sunte, nu știu, nu știu, nu știu, unde, nu știu, 10 zile la mine. Și-o-ar fi puținele.
Hai băieții, luați-vă partenerele și la... Hai, luați! Pentru Eric acolo, seara asta pentru Eric.
Două stele paralele, stele lacrimi în mare și face. Știe că se ceartă doar ca să se împace. Ei va veselia, trăiască în veșoare cu ei. Hei, 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 ia-ți aduce tot ce vrei. Ei va veselia, trăiască în veșoare cu ei. Hei, 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 ia-ți aduce tot ce vrei.
O să, deci, nu mai e așa chestia făcut de tabără.
Cu bărmana gale, lângă o bătrână, iar întoșenește cum face de-o viață. Nu lega fularul nici azi dimineață. Viva veselia, să-mi vezi foarte cu ei. Hei, 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 ia-ți aduce tot ce vrei. Viva veselia, să-mi vezi foarte cu ei. Hei, 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 ia-ți aduce tot ce vrei. No, 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 no. I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. 'Cause I don't care too much for money. Money can buy me love, can buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you know me to know like a friend, then I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of thing that money just can't buy. 'Cause I don't care too much for money. Money can buy me love, can buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can buy me love. No, 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 no. Go! Șase te văd fără ei. Cine ți-o mai lua ce ți-ei? Să se scuzure ca ei. Aseară ți-am luat basma. Șase te văd fără ea. Cine de-acum nu ne mai în viață, nasul și picioarele, cu raciși, cu griși, cu lotuși, timpul cal se apropie. Primăvara asta totuși nu decât o copie. La uruscă, cum trecură babele, ai și tu un pui de muscă să-și duce labele. Da, atât? Dar atât, era ăla! Nu mai am văzut, gata, să o pui pe stradă, nu ați tot bine. Sub un nu știu care par, pititel cât un cercer. Da, 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 stă pitit un șoricel. Da, 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 tremurând certul de el, fiindcă aflase dintr-o carte, fiindcă aflase dintr-o carte, că într-o nu știu care seară, într-o nu știu care vară, într-o nu știu care sat, sub un nu știu care par. Ești prea mare, ești prea mică, da, 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 stă pitită o pisică. Da, 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 tremurând și ea de frică, fiindcă aflase dintr-o carte, fiindcă aflase dintr-o carte, că într-o nu știu care